Hey, welcome to The Explainer. If you've got exams coming up, you are in the right place. Today, we are laser focused on Chapter 6, the social responsibilities of business. We're going to break down everything you need to know to absolutely crush your test. So let's get right into it.
So let's start with a really big question. We're all taught that businesses are there to make a profit, right? To make money. But is that it? Is that their only job? Seriously, the answer to that one question is what this entire chapter is all about.
To really dig into that question, we've got to be super clear on what we're even talking about. So what in the world is social responsibility? Let's get the official textbook definition on the screen.
Okay, this is the one you'll want to highlight, star, and probably memorize for your exam. Social responsibility is the obligation a business has to do things that actually benefit society as a whole. It's not a suggestion. That word obligation is key. It's a duty.
Now that definition is a little formal, I get it. So here's a much easier way to think about it, a mental shortcut. It's just about being a good corporate citizen. You know, a good citizen contributes to their community, they don't just take. Same idea for a business. So this idea of responsibility, it isn't just some vague, fuzzy concept. It's a real set of duties to very specific groups of people. We call them stakeholders. So the big question is, who exactly does a business have to answer to?
Turns out a business is juggling its responsibilities to a whole bunch of different groups. Of course, you've got the owners and investors. They want to see a profit. But you've also got the employees who work there, the consumers who buy the products, the government that sets the rules, and the entire community and society they operate in. Being able to list these off is going to be super important.
And this brings us to a really major shift in how people think about business. The old school traditional view was dead simple. Make as much money as possible for the owners, period. But the modern view, it's way more of a balancing act. It says you have to consider the needs of everyone involved, employees, customers, society, and the owners. And honestly, in today's world where a company's reputation can make or break it, this isn't just a nice thought, it's essential for survival. All right, let's get even more specific. This table gives you the kind of concrete examples that are perfect for exam answers. What do you owe your employees? Things like fair pay and a safe place to work. For your customers, it's about not ripping them off. Fair prices, good products, and honest ads. And for the community, it's about being a good neighbor, protecting the environment, and creating jobs. Let's actually build on that last point, responsibility to the community, and zoom in on one of the most important topics in business today, the environment. A company's impact on the planet is like a huge test of whether it's actually being a good corporate citizen. So what does this environmental duty actually involve? Well, it's a whole checklist. Businesses need to control their pollution, get rid of waste properly, try to preserve natural resources, use greener technology when they can, and, at the absolute minimum, they have to follow the environmental laws. Every single one of these is a piece of the puzzle. Okay, so we've talked about what a business should be responsible for, but how does it decide what to do? You know, especially when things get complicated and the right answer isn't so obvious. Well, that's where business ethics come into play. The easiest way to think about business ethics is to picture a moral compass for the company. It's the set of values, the code of conduct, that points them toward what's right, not just what's profitable, and not even just what's legal. It's about their moral principles. Let's make this crystal clear. An ethical choice, offering a really good product for a fair price. Simple. An unethical choice, deliberately creating a shortage of that product just so you can jack up the price. See the difference? One is about serving people. The other is about exploiting them. That's the line ethics helps you draw. This all leads us perfectly to our final big concept for the chapter, corporate social responsibility, or what everyone just calls CSR. If you think of ethics as the company's moral compass, then CSR is the roadmap. It's how you actually put all those good principles into action. So CSR is the formal game plan. It's a business model where companies are actively thinking about and managing their impact on the world, socially, environmentally, and economically. It's all about being accountable, not just in some mission statement, but in the real world, to everyone they affect. So what does CSR actually look like? Well, it can be a ton of different things. It might be philanthropy, donating money to a local hospital. It could be environmental actions, like investing in solar panels. It's definitely about ethical labor, making sure workers are paid fairly. And it can even be as simple as encouraging employees to volunteer. These are the real-world actions that show a company is serious about CSR.
All right, let's do a super quick rapid-fire review. This is your exam cheat sheet. Number 1, social responsibility is a business's duty to society. Got it. 2, that duty is owed to all stakeholders, not just the owners. 3, business ethics are the moral rules of the game. And 4, CSR is how you put it all into action. You've got this.
So, if you take away just one big idea from this whole chapter, please let it be this. Being a successful business today is about so much more than just making money. The best companies look at what's called a triple bottom line. Profit, yes, but also people and the planet. To truly win, you have to do well on all three.
And I'll leave you with a final thought to chew on as you're studying. Looking to the future, which of these social responsibilities do you think is going to be the most important? The one that really defines the great businesses of tomorrow? Is it the environment? The way they treat their employees? Something else? Give it some thought. That's all for this explainer. Best of luck on your exams.